1. Turn off 90% of your notifications right now. You do not need to be notified every single time your friend sends you a reel or your favorite YouTuber posts a video. Almost all notifications just act as mini distractions throughout your day. Even if you're just checking the lock screen after you feel a buzz in your pocket, it still sucks your attention away from the thing you were doing. My rule of thumb is the only notifications you should be getting are from people trying to contact you directly. This means texts, calls, and in some cases, emails. Everything else is irrelevant and just a distractor. If you set up your phone like this, it's also a great feeling knowing that whenever you do feel a buzz in your pocket, it's probably something important. So many people say, oh, just turn off all your notifications. And I don't agree with this advice at all. When all of your notifications are turned off, that subtle feeling like you're missing out on some really important news kicks in. Every time I've done this, I always saw myself checking my phone even more. Having only the essential notifications on gives you that peace of mind that you're not missing any urgent texts or calls while still freeing you from all the random distractions. And if you really want to bump it to that next level, try turning off the vibrate mode on your phone. Doing this allows you to never get interrupted by your phone and only see the essentials when you decide to. But maybe you've already done this and you encounter the problem where you get an important notification, go to respond to it, then somehow magically appear on TikTok. This next tip is going to be your savior, and it's interesting because I've never seen this anywhere before, which is so surprising because it's probably the most effective method I've ever discovered to stop doom scrolling. You've probably heard the advice, turn on grayscale to make your phone screen black and white. I've come up with a way better solution. What you're going to do is set up a shortcut on your phone so that every single time you arrive at a certain location, your phone screen will automatically go black and white. You can also set it up so that when you leave that location, your screen goes back to normal. I used to have the worst problem where I would get home after a long day, plop down on my bed, and just mindlessly scroll on reels for hours upon hours. Then I set up the shortcut so that every time I arrive at my apartment, my phone screen changes to black and white. At first, I didn't see much change in my habit. I still scrolled on reels even though it was all black and white. But over the course of about 2 weeks, I slowly noticed my doom scrolling becoming shorter and shorter to the point of now, when I get home, I don't even feel inclined to watch reels. If you didn't know already, your home screen and the most popular apps on it are literally designed like a fucking casino. Open your phone right now and take a look at the colors used. Every single color you see was specifically designed to hook you in and keep you addicted to your phone. These billion-dollar companies like Apple and Meta pay people millions of dollars per year just to select the colors you see every day. For example, take a look at that innocent little red notification bubble in the corner of your email. That bright red color was chosen because studies in psychology show that this color creates a sense of urgency, and some evidence even shows that the color red increases heart rate. But it's pretty simple. Just don't get finessed by the colors on your phone. Use the location shortcut and set it up so that the places where you find yourself doom scrolling the most, your screen's now black and white and, in turn, much less stimulating for your eyes. Now, if you actually follow these 2 tips, you will notice that you're less addicted to your phone. The problem that you'll begin to encounter is boredom. You'll find yourself saying, well, I really don't want to go on TikTok right now, but this is my usual TikTok hour, so what else am I supposed to do? This is where things actually get fun. You've just magically pulled hours out of the ether and back into your daily schedule. What do you want to do? Maybe you finally try starting that side hustle. Maybe you can learn how to cook some really good meals to impress your friends. The world is really your oyster at this point. But remember my story about coming home after a long day, absolutely exhausted, just wanting to absorb brain rot? If you told me that I had to go home and try chefing up a really nice meal for myself, I would tell you, I'm way too exhausted for that right now. Just let me relax. The trick here is replacing scrolling with activities that give you energy. For example, get home, pull up a YouTube video on how to cook a hella nice steak, then put on some house music and just vibe out, having a good time with it. Maybe you're not into cooking. Just find cool hobbies that you genuinely enjoy and give you energy rather than taking it like doom scrolling does. One of my favorite hobbies that I've picked up in the last year has actually been skincare, and today's video sponsor, Tiege Hanley, makes this easier than ever. If you've ever struggled with any skin issues, you know how irritating it can be to spend hundreds of dollars on testing products that often don't even work. Whether you're struggling with dry skin, acne, or wrinkles, Tiege Hanley is the place to go. Essentially, how it works is you go on their site, which I have linked down below, then take their skincare quiz. This will give you a custom skincare package personalized to your exact needs. But you may still be wondering, how do I know if this stuff actually works? Well, they hooked me up with their level 3 package about a month ago, and I have to say, I'm quite shocked at how good their formulas really are. Before Tiege Hanley, I was using a bunch of random products from different brands, and they never really meshed well together. Tiege ships every product you'd ever need in one box box every single month, and the stuff just works. You don't even have to take my word for it. Check out their site, look at their reviews, watch other YouTubers who aren't even sponsored by them. The products are just damn good, and people can't get enough of it. If you guys want to give T. Shanley a try, click the link in the description and get 40% off your first box plus a free gift. And huge thank you to T. Shanley for supporting this video. Anything I make from these videos goes right back into the YouTube account just to make these videos better for you guys. And I have some very exciting projects planned for the next few months, and I can't wait to share them with you guys soon. Now that you're not getting constantly interrupted by a buzzing in your pocket and your phone screen is super boring and you're doom scrolling hotspots, what about all those little check-ins with your phone when you get bored? You know exactly what I mean. Maybe you're waiting in line at the coffee shop or walking to class. For most people, their arm is basically a robot trained to reach for their pocket when they get bored. But that's not us. We want to stop our phone addiction, right? What I want you to start doing is leaving your phone behind on purpose for all those little trips and errands. Let's say you're walking to pick up lunch at the deli down the street. Why would you ever need your phone for this activity? You always have it with you because when your mind gets bored, you can stimulate it with social media or a stupid game. Next time you're going to run an errand, I challenge you to leave your phone behind at home, and I can almost guarantee you that at some point during your journey, you're going to reach for your pocket. If you keep doing this for long enough, you'll realize that you don't need constant dopamine hits every single time you get bored. Cool part about this tip is that it also forces you to actually live in the real world. Maybe when you're waiting in line for your coffee, the guy next to you strikes up conversation, which eventually leads to a job opportunity down the line. You never know what you could be missing when your face is constantly shoved into your phone playing Candy Crush. Now, the final tip is getting competitive with yourself. There are 2 trials that I've done in the past which really help in getting you out of the habit of phone addiction. First, pick which apps are the most addictive for you. These should pop out right in your mind. Just which apps steal the most of your time. Then, I want you to delete them off your phone and see how long you can go without it. One day, you may go 6 hours. The next, you may go 6 days. It really doesn't matter how long you can keep them deleted because you're just competing with yourself here. Once you delete them and the boredom starts to set in, you're literally going to feel like a drug addict wanting a fix. You'll try to rationalize in your head that the challenge is stupid and you're not even that addicted anyways. But this is for you. I can't hold your hand the entire way. Just take a step back and really observe yourself here. Imagine if you were thirsty 24/7, but you also had access to an unlimited water fountain 24/7. You'd end up dying from drinking too much water. Your brain and social media work the exact same way. Your brain can never get enough dopamine. It always craves more. So when you have addicting apps downloaded 24/7, you're giving yourself access to that unlimited water fountain of dopamine. Deleting these apps, even for a short period of time, cuts that supply off. The other challenge that I love to do is competing with myself on total screen time usage each week. The goal is to look at your current weekly hours of screen time, then reduce it every single week. Some weeks you may go up a bit, and that's okay. Just try to keep the general trend in a downward slope. Now, I've done something here. At this point in the video, most people have clicked away, probably to go watch TikTok or something. You may have noticed that I jumped right into the video on tip number 1. I did that because most people watching this video really needed that dopamine hit to stay around so I could actually teach them how to stop being addicted. Think of this as your first challenge. I'm going to explain exactly why you're addicted to your phone, and while this section may not be the quick brain rot content you're used to, that's why I'm testing you to see if you can sit through something that doesn't give you a massive surge of dopamine. Sure, you may know how to end your phone addiction, but long term, if you don't even know why you're addicted, you'll fall right back into old ways. So why are you so addicted to that little rectangle in your pocket? Well, it's because your brain is wired for survival. In your phone, it's exploiting that. See, our brains are obsessed with information. Back in the day, we needed to stay sharp, spot a line in the bushes, notice some berries ripe for picking, that kind of stuff. Fast forward to now, and that same instinct is getting hijacked by TikTok videos, memes, and random notifications. Your brain is constantly hunting for that next hit of info, something new, something interesting, and your phone delivers it on a silver platter 24/7. But here's the thing, it's not just about the dopamine hit, it's about uncertainty. Every time you check your phone, you don't know what you're going to get. Could be an important text, could be a skibbity toilet meme. Either way, it's unpredictable and your brain loves that. It's like scratching a lottery ticket. Sometimes you win big, sometimes it's nothing, but you keep going back because that possibility is addictive as hell. This is why you're stuck in this endless loop of checking and scrolling. You're chasing the unknown and your brain can't help but eat it up. And let's not forget how apps are literally designed to trap you. These companies have entire teams of psychologists and data scientists trying to figure out how to keep you glued to your screen. Ever notice how TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube autoplays the next video without you even asking? This is not an accident, it's by design. They know the more frictionless it is, the more you'll stay. You're not scrolling by by choice anymore. You're scrolling because these apps are built like casinos, throwing you just enough to keep you hooked but never satisfied. You think you're just checking one thing, but before you know it, you've been sucked into an hour-long black hole. It's like being stuck in a digital buffet, and your brain just can't stop going back for more. But I must say, congratulations on passing challenge number 1. Now, keep this momentum going and end that phone addiction for good. As always, my email inbox is always open, and I'll see you in the next one.